Oh my gibbets, my pants. What is going on, guys? DizzyAaron here, and we're back playing some more Stranded Deep. That's right, guys, we're back. And boy, we have some catching up to do. So check it out, guys, check it out. Stranded Deep got another update. Yes it did. Apparently they added a bunch of new stuff, which I have. Oh, there we go. Hello bird friends. Hey, we're not alone. Come here. We have birds, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we're gonna catch us some food. Come here, you guys. Come here, everybody settle the fuck down. Settle down, ladies and gentlemen. Settle down. No, come here. Okay, we're gonna run out of food here. Trying to get this damn. Oh, well, never mind. We're not gonna run out of food anytime soon. So yeah, they added a couple new things, guys, like those screaming flying rat things up there. Yep, that's them right there. And then we got a couple other things that supposedly made the game even more pretty. Yeah, could this game get any prettier? I don't know, but apparently it can. So I'm waiting for it. I don't see it anywhere. But apparently the clouds, yeah, the clouds get all kinds of crazy. So yeah, but anyways, so the reason we're back here is not only did we get an update, but one of you lovely peoples out there gave me this amazing tip that I did not even know about. Like, I knew it was part of the game, but I actually didn't even like think twice about it. So you guys know how we've been playing this game for a while, right? And we have all kinds of stuff. Like we have some propellers, we have some food, and all this cool stuff. But there were just a couple things that we couldn't find, like a compass and a couple other little things, and basically just stuff that would help us along the way to be able to build a really cool place. So one of you guys actually told me, hey Dizzy, in case you didn't know, there's a map editor. Yeah, there's a map editor where you can build yourself your own custom island. And as soon as I heard build your own island, I was like, okay, where do I sign up? Somebody sign me up right there, right now. It's you. A block of fruit. So yeah, so we can build an island. So guess what we're doing, guys? We're not collecting this shit. We're not gonna go around scavenging for stuff. No, we're building an island. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna hop out of this world and head over to the, I guess it's a map editor, island builder. I don't know what you'd want to call it, but we're gonna get. I'll meet you guys over there. How about that? All right. So on the main menu, you have this little cool map editor friend, and you can go ahead and go to create maps, edit maps, and there is one map in there, right? It should say Beamland. I went ahead and renamed mine because yeah, I already made one. So here, let me show you guys real quick. Yeah, this is me building my damn island, and I got all into it, all kinds. Look at this, look at the amazingness of my cool little rocks. I added little shark friends and little crab friends, all kinds of cool stuff, but for whatever reason didn't save. Yeah, so we're back here. And we're gonna do it again. So this time, hopefully I can get it to save. Now I don't know what I did that caused it to not save, but I guess we're gonna use this. Since I already built this once, we'll go ahead and use this as like a template for how you build islands. So I guess I can go ahead and just build along with you guys. If you guys ever wanted to know how to build a map, here you go. So the way we're gonna do this is we're just gonna go ahead and first of all, we're gonna go over here, and we gotta kind of lay it out. So this is your I guess you could consider your vanilla map that comes with Stranded Deep, which is called Beamland, right? And what we want to do, well, what I want to do is I want to make this all kinds of pretty, and I want to take advantage of the whole size of this, because eventually I want to just convert this whole thing into like a super cool all kinds of little place, right? So the way we're going to do that is we're going to connect this piece up to another little island over here. So our main house is going to go somewhere in this area. So let's just go ahead and we'll go ahead and raise this up. Oh, look at that. So it actually raises the floor, right? The more you sit over it, the more it's gonna raise the floor. All right, how are we doing? Oh, there we go. Oh, look at it. Look at us making islands. That is not fun. So the way we're gonna do this is I'm gonna make the sizing a little bit smaller, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do a rough shape, right? And I want there to be some freaking mountains, because when was the last time you went into your Stranded Deep world and found yourself an island that actually had mountains? Like actual huge, well, there's a sky limit. So I want to build it that tall. So all of these mountains around here, they're gonna be that tall. And I know it looks all kinds of gross right now. I know, trust me. You guys already know that I like my stuff pretty. And this is gonna look all kinds of bojangled at first, but once we get into it, then we can start adding the little details and making it look all kinds of pretty. All right, perfect. So I know it looks all kinds of derp, and you guys are probably like, Dizzy, what the hell is you building? Well, I'll show you guys if you guys give me a second. Damn, like for real. So this is the problem when this little thing right here, when you go to terrain, this lets you raise everything and lower it, right? So just how you guys saw, I can raise it and I can lower it. This little thing lets you set a certain height. So this target value is what you want. So if you go there, that's like bottom of like the ocean. This would be max height. So this thing up here. But the problem is your land is actually only really from like right here to right here. So you kind of got to play with this. So the way I do it is I just put a mount all the way up and I just go like that. And then if that's too high, I just lower it a little bit and I just go down, right? You guys see that? So now if I wanted to do just ground, boom, just like that. So let's do this. So I'm going to make it so you come in through this side, right? It's going to be like a little cove area over here like that. And then as you come in, as you start walking through here, we're going to make it so you can actually just walk right on through this. So we're going to do it like this. So there's going to be like a little path that opens up to our main island. So when you turn, you're going to see this little grand area, and this is going to be where our house is going to be at. How freaking cool is that? All right, and then over here is going to be a beach. I'm going to convert this into a beach. So now if we kind of just back out a little bit, you guys can see that there's a little path right there, right? Well, we don't want that little path all the way, so we're going to lower this a little bit. And now let's see. Oh, that's too much. See how even the tiniest little bit. Okay, so now it's giving us this little rough patch, and we're going to use these little templates. I guess these are brushes. These would be considered your brushes, right? And I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bit of brushing action like this. Yeah, just a little bit of brushing action. So we'll add a little bit of some of that look, right? So this is supposed to be like the little wet sand area, kind of like your beachy area, right? So we'll go ahead and add this all the way in there, and then we're gonna smoothen this out in a little bit. So don't you guys worry. Don't you guys worry. All right, so we'll do that, and then we're gonna raise this up just the slightest bit, and hopefully we can get some sand. There we go. So now we got some sand, and I'll make this even bigger. I'll lower the amount because I don't want it to completely take it over, right? There we go. There we go. And I'll do that. And then we'll add a little bit of sand in between there. Now I'm going to back up a little bit, back up just a little bit. And then we're going to add some texture along the edges because obviously this is going to be hitting the water. So the sand's going to be right there. So now we got some cool looking little mountains, right? But we don't want the mountains to be all stupid looking like that, right? So we're just gonna rip this down just like that. So it's gonna look bojangled. Don't just bear with me, right? You guys following along? You guys following along? And now we have this cool looking little beach area, right? Obviously it's not the prettiest thing, but that's because we've only been doing this for like 2 seconds. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of smoothing to this, shall we? So we're gonna grab this brush and we're gonna lower the amount to pretty low, and this is gonna just smoothen everything out, so that way you get a nice little, and you can control it too if you want. Just lower the size down, and then it's gonna show you how smooth it's gonna look. So we're gonna go ahead and smoothen this out, smoothen all this, and we're just gonna go around and smoothen all of this. And obviously I'm gonna take more time and add more details and more stuffs as we get going, but I just want to show you the main idea of what I got going on in my head, because yeah, I just found out about this and I am all kinds of stoked. So all right, so there we go. So we smoothed it out a little bit, and now it's getting a rough shape, right? So now we have this little piece. We're gonna come in from this side and we're gonna go in through here, and like I said, this island will eventually, hopefully, I'll be able to keep adding to it. and we'll have like the best, most pimped out island in the world. All right, so we don't want this to be the main portion of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into objects, we're going to rocks, and now you have a couple of different options. You have cliffs, you have small rocks, shoreline rocks, big rocks. So the first thing we want to do is go into the cliff section. Now it's really easy to add items to this. You just have to be conscious of what you're doing. So if I grab this and I plop it up here, look at that. It automatically places it aligned to this little chingadera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this down, and I just want to see how it looks like from the side, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this in, and I'm going to make it look like these are actual cliffs. You guys following along? You guys following along? So it's eventually it's going to start looking like this is actually real cliffs, real mountains, real, I don't know what you call this. And then you can tilt this. You can tilt this however you want. So if you want to get some crazy designs, you can go super crazy. It's just a matter of how much time you want to take on this. For me, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time this episode, but if you guys really enjoy this map making thing, then we can spend all kinds of time just making the perfect island, and then afterwards, then play on this thing. Because for me, that would be fucking amazing. Yeah, because I've never played on a custom map. Have you guys ever played on a custom map? Let me know, because I would be very interested in playing on some custom maps. Yes, sir. Alright, so we're just going to do this, and we're going to add a bunch of rocks. Well, technically, these are considered cliffs. So we're going to add a bunch of cliffs to this. How does that look? That looks good. That looks good. Alright, so we're going to make it look like the edges are all like this type of look, right? And then, like I said, we're going to keep adding to this just so we can get this actual design going. Oh, you know what? Let's make it look like this is completely like you can't walk around it. No, this is gonna be a total cliff area, and we're just gonna continue doing this until we have a nice little look to this. And I guess the trick to this would be just variation on the rotation itself. The only thing that I see that you can't do, which is kind of derp, is you can't add or you can't modify the size of it. Which to me doesn't make sense because it allows you to do the rotation and all of that stuff. So why you can't do it, I don't know, but it doesn't allow you to do that. So you just got to play with what you got and make it look cool that way. And the more detail you add, of course, the better it's gonna look. So keep that in mind when you guys are building this stuff. And I want to show you guys how I built that little arch thing that you guys saw. Ooh, look at that, there's a little peekaboo hole right there. That's pretty cool. All right, so let's do maybe a couple more of these big rocks in there, and then in the middle piece right here I'm gonna add what I did on the other place. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So we're gonna grab this cliff and we're gonna make you go right here, and then up here we'll add one more, and then we'll just back out a little bit, just see what it looks like. Okay, cool. So now you can see it looks like you're walking into like a big cave mountainous area. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start building myself a little archway. Holy shit, son. Whoa. All right, well, this is gonna be a little bit bigger than I thought. So we'll just do, I don't care. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do, go big or go home, right? Oh, that looks fucking crazy. I mean, that does look pretty massive. I mean, it almost looks scary. Like, I would be kind of scared to go in here and attempt to like climb under this guy. So let's just go down at the bottom and see how it looks like. So if we were to look up, this is what we would see. So obviously right here, this little piece needs to be patched up. So in order to patch it up, what you're gonna want to do is just grab some of these big rocks and just plop them in there. Yeah, all right. So don't worry, guys. Like if you can't figure out exactly the look you want, just keep adding shit to it. Don't stress out on, oh man, it doesn't look perfect. Oh man, that's not supposed to. That's nature for you. All right. So now you guys can see this little piece is getting smoothened out, right? So So if I bring that in there, now that little empty hole that was right there is gone. So we're gonna grab this big rock, shove him inside here. Okay, I like that. I like that one. All right, let me grab another cliff section, and we'll probably put it right there. Yeah, and let me just turn this real quick, and then we'll bring this back up. You know what? We could probably shove a cliff inside there, and just bring it down. And then we bring it out, now it's gonna blend this section of it. Alright, so I am totally liking this shit right here. Oh man, this is gonna look all kinds of good. Alright, so let's go back up, and we will grab another big rock. And maybe one of these big rocks. There we go. There we go. Okay, so let's grab one of these. Just stick it right there. And I'm liking that. I am liking that. Okay, so that looks, to me, that looks pretty legit. So coming in, that is gonna definitely look good. What if we add this behind it? Just to give it a little bit more depth. Not because we need it, but just because if you're coming up on this island, you're gonna look up and be like, oh my jeebus, what is this place? And then if we have cliffs, because we want to make it look like you have to go through this stuff in order to get to where you want to get to. Because we don't want it to look like, oh, there's an island here. Oh, it's really massive and it's big. Whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. No, we want you to want to like look around and explore and stuff like that. Oh yeah. Okay, so enough of that one. Enough of that one. All right, I'm gonna go back into terrain and I'm gonna edit a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, now just for the hell of it, I want to show you guys something. If you were so inclined to make yourself some spiky like things to scare people with, you could do this. Look, raise this up to right there. Oh shit, son, look at that. Just look at it. Just look at it. So let's go here and we'll make some little spiky friends. Bam. Oh yeah. And then we'll add a couple of spiky friends over here. Oh yeah. Okay, and that's basically just gonna make it look like, whoa, we don't want to go over there because that's where boats break, right? So let's just go back down here and let me see what we got. So that looks pretty nice, and I think we're gonna go with that. So I'm gonna add, let's see here, I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple of palm trees here. Just to show you guys what we're gonna be doing. Because I kind of want to see what your guys' response is to this. Oh my jeebus, this is actually huge. I just realized how huge this is. Because these are palm trees, guys. Like, these are full-on palm trees, and look at how massive this thing is. Holy shit, I did not even think that this was that big. Well, at least now we know. Okay, so we'll add those, and then I'm gonna try to add a couple back here onto this little piece up here. Now obviously there wouldn't, well actually there could be palm trees in here. If there was like a little piece of dirt in there and a coconut landed on there, then it could grow a palm tree. So let's go ahead and put 2 palm trees, and this one's gonna be really low because that one's gonna be, yeah. And I don't think you can rotate the palm trees. Yeah, you can't rotate the palm trees. Why? I don't know. Because that would be so cool. You can make little X palm trees and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Like where pirates hide their treasure and stuff. You could definitely do that. Alright, so let's... Well, you could spin them. You just can't rotate them around in circles. Which is really weird. I wonder why they did that. Whose choice was that? Alright, let's add a couple more. And I want this island to look like it's super lush. Because it is going to be our super amazing, all kinds of cool island, right? So it has to be all kinds of cool. Oh man, I'm getting so many ideas for what this is gonna look like once it's all completed. It's gonna be ridiculous, guys. Ridiculous. All right, let's add one little one right here. Oh yeah. Oh, hold on, let's go down here. Look at that. Tell me that does not feel cool. Like coming up on this island. If you guys saw this, wouldn't you guys be like, oh my dreamers, I want to go explore this thing? And we'll add a bunch of little banana plants. Right? Just to add to the little feel of this. Where can we add another banana plant? Probably in here? Yeah. I'm getting so carried away. Like I have so many ideas for stuff that I want to do on here. Okay, this is throwing me off completely because that probably wouldn't be there. Like if this was all a big cliff area, we would probably want that to look like a cliff, right? So let's fix that. So yeah, we should probably do something like this. Just so it looks like this is a cliff. Yeah, and we're not gonna attempt to even try to go over here. Now why wouldn't we attempt that? Why? Well, let me show you guys. So we did that. Actually no, delete this. Where's my big one? There's my big one. Holy jeebus. That one's pretty fucking huge. Not gonna lie, that one's pretty fucking huge. All right, let's sink this bad boy into the water. All right, now you guys can kind of see what the little spiky things in the water were for. It's basically just to be able to place these guys down. And over here, let's put some large rocks. I really didn't think this island was gonna be that big. Now that I'm looking at it, it's pretty huge, guys. It is pretty huge. So let's shove all these rocks in here. Because at the bottom of the base, it would look like a lot more smoothened out by the water. So you would have a lot more rocks like this. And let me see what the shoreline rocks look like. Because the shoreline rocks fit with what I'm... Yeah, okay, so that makes a lot more sense why they're called shoreline rocks. Okay, so these you would add to like right here. So that way when you go into the water, you have this look, right? Stuck on there. And then we can add the same thing over here. Maybe like that. And let's go ahead and add that there. We'll throw a couple of big rocks and then we'll smoothen this whole thing out. I'm gonna add some of that sand into there. Okay, so over here we gotta add our big cliff, guys. So let's add a little cliff. We'll add a little one and then we'll start making it bigger and bigger. So we'll do that guy and then we'll stack this guy right there. Where's another cool one? I want some more cool ones. Let me see. How's the back of that look? Not too shabby. Not too shabby. So the point of this is just so you get a little bit of green in there so you can plant some foliage and it blends in with it. Like you don't want to just put foliage on top of rocks. It doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah. How's that look? Oh, that looks pretty badass. That looks pretty badass. All right, so let's see what these look like. So we can add a bunch of these guys right underneath where the water line is. There we go. There we go. And then no, right there. And then we'll just add some big, huge boulder rocks into all this piece right here. So we'll do that. Probably throw a couple more down here somewhere. Oh, we need a little cliff right here. All right, let's find a little cliff, not a huge one though. As I say that, I bust out like the most massive cliff ever. All right, here, let's do that. Pull it a little bit. There we go. And then we'll just sink this bad boy right there somewhere. How's that look? Oh yeah, I am liking this all kinds. So this kind of we need something right here. I guess we could just put one of these on the side of it like that, right? Oh wait, can we tilt it? We can. So we'll tilt it out like that, and then we'll put the same one right below it, but we'll smash it into it. And we'll just bring that guy down. Can we rotate him a little bit just to give him a different texture? There we go. And we'll do the same, rotate it out a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah, that's looking all kinds of nice, guys. I don't know what you guys think about this, but to me, this is looking good. This I like. So thank you for telling me about this. I should have known. I knew there was a map editor. I just didn't know that you could actually bring it in. I thought it was just one of those things that they like tease you about, like, oh, we're gonna have a map editor and you'll be able to edit your maps, and yeah. And I have opened it before, not to edit anything, but just to like see what it was. And it didn't look very interesting. Like I saw it and I was like, oh, that's cool. Hopefully they add some cool map stuffs. And now look at me. Look at me now. Oh yeah. All right, so we're gonna add one of the big ones like right there. I don't want to get too crazy, but at the same time I do. Like I want it to look crazy. Okay, how does that look? I think that's coming along. I think that's coming along pretty nice. What do you guys think? You guys like this? All right, let me just do a couple more, and then we're probably gonna call it a wrap, because I want to know what you guys think. If you guys want to see this, if you guys want to see me do this as like an actual bunch of like mini series of me building a map in map. I guess would this be considered map making? Because I mean, we technically are gonna be making a map. All right, so let's do that, and then we'll place that guy right there. Oh yeah, and we can add everything, guys. We can add everything. So, and by everything, I mean if you go into structures, you can add shipwrecks, you can add rowboats. So if we click on rowboat, you can grab yourself a rowboat and just toss them onto your little shore right there. Look at that, make it look like somebody got stranded there. But I think, yeah, we're gonna call it a wrap here, guys. And you guys can let me know what you guys think of my little island, and if you guys are as hyped about this as I am. Because if you guys don't want to see a map making series for this, like mini series, like maybe like 5, 6, 7 episodes or something like that, because I want to add some detail to this thing, then I'll probably just end up doing this off camera, just so I can have this cool little map, and then I'll show it to you guys afterwards. But oh yeah. But yeah, guys, so let me know down in the comment section if you did enjoy any portion of this. Make sure you guys go down there, hit that like button for me, because that's the only way I'm gonna find out. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for me. I'm DizzyAaron, and I am out.